Good morning, everyone. So, the report of Group 2 is to discuss the models and strategies of content based instruction. So, there are 6 models of CBI or content based instruction. The first one is theme based instruction model. The language class is structured around topics or themes, with the topics forming the backbone of the course curriculum. So, theme based has been widely accepted and is the most popular CBI teaching model in foreign language learning. Theme based units are a vehicle for teaching a range of skills and content by integrating curriculum areas around the topic. This method of teaching links curriculum strands and it capitalizes on children's interests, creating a sense of purpose and community in the classroom. So by building on their interests and life experiences, young people's attitudes, skills, and knowledge are developed in meaningful way. Inquiry and communication are activated by a desire to know more, resulting in enthusiastic participation in the learning process. So, why topic based teaching? You can find topic that fit your group. 2, it is easy to fit the assignments to the individual. 3, it is easy to vary with teaching methods. 4, the connection between subjects. 5, it is good with a multiple intelligence or Gardner. 6, you can use it with any age. 7, you can work without a book or even with a book. And last, the teacher chooses the topics, but the students can also be involved. So the process: first, you choose the topic. What do you want to teach? Are you going to use books as well, or only the topics? You can find material. It could be the internet, listening assignments, books, stories, games. Try whatever comes to mind. Listen to the students and go for it. So the teacher's role here is not diminished. It is only changed. So the next one is sheltered content instruction. So sheltered content instruction, it is content courses taught in target language by a content specialist. Target language learners are sheltered from native speaking students of the language. So again, the main objective is that learners understand the content. The fact that students are still learning the target language makes the teacher modify the lesson, their vocabulary, speed, pace, and others, in order for students to grasp the material. Moreover, the teacher also devotes some class time to explain linguistic elements related to the content of a specific lesson. Richard and Rogers pointed out that the teacher is a content specialist. In general terms, the strategies used by language teachers in this model make the content approachable to students. So that's the second model. Let's proceed.
Good day,
to
everyone. I was assigned to report the additional models of CBI or content based instruction. So, along this continuum, the MIIS faculty has developed several more instructional models. Shaw, 1997, labels these additional models as follows. First, direct content model. The subject matter is delivered entirely in the target language. All readings, all classroom discussions, and all assignments are in target language. For instance, A political science professor gives the course The International of Japan, completely in Japanese. The direct content model includes some native Japanese speakers in the class. Foreign language learners are not sheltered. Second, team content model. The course is taught by two instructors, one from the subject matter field and one specialist in language instruction. They work in a team teaching format which maximizes learning opportunities by utilizing the combined knowledge and talents of the teaching team. All readings, text, classroom interactions, and assignments are in the target language. Subsidiary content model. A content specialist delivers the subject matter in English. After the new topic is studied with greater specificity in second language. And lastly, combining elements from the aforementioned models, the Monterey model was invented. The Monterey model is multilingual, multidisciplinary, and content-based language instructional model, designed to engage learners in a practical, authentic, and functional use of language for meaningful purposes, with an added dimension of comparative studies. It is an interdepartment or disciplinary effort involving faculty from 2 or 3 or 4 academic departments, language, translation, and interpretation policy, studies, and business. In the planning stage, the faculty team determines a content area and negotiates and selects 3 or 4 common topics that are relevant to all language or country teams involved in the course. In the implementation stage, the course breaks into several modules based on the topics. Various language sections study the same topic simultaneously in the target language for several weeks and then meet at a plenary session to present their findings and opinions in their language of study. Since Chinese, French, and German students may not understand Spanish, the Spanish presentation is simultaneously interpreted into English and relayed to be interpreted into Chinese, French, and German. Advanced translation and interpretation, students provide the interpretation. Students are able to learn subject matter in a multinational, multilinguistic, and multicultural environment. This unique learning experience broadens students' perspectives. The Monterey model has flexibility and variety which makes it possible to be adapted to different educational settings.
The second topic that we're assigned to discuss is the strategies of CBI or content-based instruction. So there are three strategies of CBI. These are the metacognitive strategies, cognitive strategies, and social affective strategies. So moving on, the metacognitive strategies. Planning for learning, monitoring one's comprehension and production, evaluating how well learning objectives have been achieved. According to the Inclusive Schools Network in 2014, metacognitive strategies refers to methods used to help students understand the way they learn. In other words, it means processes designed for students to think about their thinking. Teachers who use metacognitive strategies can positively impact students who have learning disabilities by helping them to develop an appropriate plan for learning information, which can be memorized and eventually routined. As for the students become aware of how they learn. They will use these processes to efficiently acquire new information and consequently become more independent thinkers. Many metacognitive strategies are appropriate for use in the classroom for students with and without LDs, including think alouds. This is for reading comprehension and problem solving. Second is organizational tools such as checklists, rubrics, act for solving word problems, and lastly, the explicit teacher modeling, a format instruction. So the second strategies of CBI is cognitive strategies. Cognitive strategies is the interaction with material by physical, such as
grouping, taking notes, making summaries, and mental, which is making mental images relating new information to previous concepts and skills, manipulation. So this is also an introduction that develops the thinking skills that will make students strategic and flexible learners. People use such strategies all the time. Like students, cognitive strategies must be explicitly taught so they will be able to consciously think. This is the information I want, and this is the tool I can use to get it. Students must also have multiple opportunities to practice cognitive strategies. Thus, strategies become more power tools with greater flexibility. Cognitive strategies are one type of learning strategy that learners use in order to learn more successfully. These include repetition, organizing new language, summarizing meaning, guessing meaning from context, using imagery for memorization. All of these strategies involve deliberate manipulation of language to improve learning. Classifications of learning strategies distinguish between cognitive strategies and two other types. These are the metacognitive strategies, which is for organizing learning, and social affective strategies, where enable interaction. Example: a learner remembers new words by visualizing them represented in a memorable or ridiculous situation. This makes it easier and faster to recall these words. In the classroom, activities which can be described as cognitive strategies include making mind maps, visual, visualization, association, mnemonics, using clues in reading comprehension, underlying keywords, scanning, and self-testing monitoring. So the last strategy of CBI is the social affective strategies. It's interaction with others to assist learning. Social affective strategies refers to strategies that learners use to learn by interaction with their classmates and questions that are asked from teacher, or understand a special subject, or remove or lower their anxiety. So this strategy involves empathy. From the word social, it means you will never learn alone. Instead, you will learn by the help of others. It's either by your teacher, classmates, or the people around you. So that's all. Thank you for listening in our presentation.